Alright, hey YouTube, Nate here. So the people at Mackeeper were kind enough to give me a copy of their application, Mackeeper. And to call this a hard drive cleanup application would be like calling the iPhone a phone. The fact of the matter is that this thing does a lot, and I'm actually very impressed with how much it does. I've actually used quite a few hard drive cleanup applications in the past, and very few have seemed to really do the trick. And as you can see, I only have 16.53 gigabytes on here. And at one point, I know I was down to the point where when I would start trying to download things, it would tell me that like my hard drive space did not have enough to download the application, and it was very frustrating, and it eventually led me to get my external hard drive to start putting my bigger files on there. But if I would have known that something like this could clear up 15.5 gigabytes just by one scan, that's pretty crazy, and that's just beginning. Just to go over some of the things that it can clean up, instead of just finding old files and some of the language things and the logs that other things do, this adds on a few more things. The binary cutter, which I actually have never heard of, and I thought was pretty interesting. The basic concept is that when you use universal applications, they're created in order to work on both Intel and PowerPC Macintoshes. But the fact of the matter is, you're not going to be working on both in either case. So for instance, I'm on my MacBook, Intel based. I'm able to delete all of the files that allow it to work on PowerPC because they're not needed at all. And I think that's pretty cool because there's so many things that applications add on that are just pointless to what you need. This is a great example. The simple cache cleaner. Caches are obviously just the files and data that come from applications that they save on, and it just slows down your computer a little bit, and it's nice to clear cache every once in a while. This is a very nice cache cleaner integrated right in. Duplicates finder. Apparently I have a lot of duplicates that I didn't even know about, and a lot of files I don't even know what they are. So this is pretty cool. It's easy to get rid of, and also it's nice. It's so simply laid out with checkboxes, and you can just so easily drop down these arrows and get a little more information on what it is, and you can reveal in Finder even if you're curious to, hey, what the heck is this thing? So that's nice. It makes it easy to just pick what you want to get rid of, because in a lot of cases you don't want to get rid of everything. Even if it's probably pretty safe, you sometimes just need to take those extra precautions. Language cutter. Unless you're amazingly bilingual, chances are you don't speak all of these languages. So, why not just get rid of the files? You're never going to really need them, but you never know. So make sure to not delete the things you think you might need. For instance, if you're going to be taking a Spanish class, I would recommend that you don't delete the Spanish, because that will come in handy along the line, probably. I can't say that for certain, but it's probably nice to just keep just in case. Logs cleaner. Once again, the logs, just files that not really necessary to run the application. Why not get rid of it? And then the old files finder, and once again, these things, chances are you're not going to want to delete every one of these. They make it easy with the checkbox, and you can find it in the Finder to find out what it is. So there's the basic cleaning part of it, but this is not even what this application does. This is what I honestly expected this to be the only thing to do, and this is the only thing that I've ever used before. But we got so many other things. We got backup, which you can set up to back up your files, save them to certain places. They'll automatically update when you update the files. It's very nice. Data encryptor. If you have a file that you want to save and hide, it'll make it so that you are the only one who can access it from this application, which I think is crazy. I've actually tried to do this before, and I couldn't encrypt it the way I wanted to. This will make it a lot easier, and so if I do need to encrypt files ever again, I know exactly where to go. Default apps, this is nice. I know in a few cases where I've tried to change the default application on something, and it was very confusing to find for me, and luckily this makes it easy, and it just shows you what everything opens with, and yeah, simple as that. Disk usage. This just shows you everything that is used on your disk. I actually believe I slowed this thing down, or I stopped it before it checked everything. Login items. things that come in, sorry, applications that open right when you log in, so you can just go ahead and look through and add any that you want, get rid of anything. Google Notifier is one that I love to open right away because I like to get my emails as soon as possible, and I don't want to have to go and find the Google Notifier application every time and make sure that starts. So that's nice, and yeah, you can just add them and remove them easily. Shredder, this is nice. If you need to dispose confidential files, you need to do it with something that's going to get rid of every trace of it. Because if you look right here with this undelete, I can go ahead and go through and find old files and undelete them, as it says. Now obviously this isn't flawless, it's not perfect, but I am able to get parts of these files, and in a lot of cases the whole file, and when you have important things you don't want to be able to do that. So the shredder gets rid of any trace, and it's very great to have when you're getting rid of confidential files. Like I said, the undelete wise uninstaller, this is something actually my friend Nate mentioned to me before that he uses every time he uninstalls something, because, or he doesn't use a specific one, but he was telling me that I should use an uninstaller application such as this one, because what it essentially does is gets rid of the hassle of having to go through and delete all of these logs and old files and everything that doesn't get deleted when you delete just the application. So this, when you want to uninstall an app, will do all that for you right away, so you don't have to go through the hassle. Some other services that are nice: anti-theft, which I think is great. I never had this, and now if my Mac gets taken, which hopefully it doesn't, I'm able to simply I'm able to just log in onto the website from any other computer, get my information in, and it'll tell me where it is, and it can help the police in the search to get it back. That's great. Geek on Demand, if I'm having a problem, I can simply hit this button and they'll set up a phone call with me, and they'll work through the problem. And coming soon, Zeodisk, and this is a service that provides you with 3 gigabytes of online storage space. So yeah, that's nice. You never know when you're going to need to store something online, access it from many computers. So yeah, this is a pretty packing app, I must say. I wish I could get into it. There's a lot of smaller things. Once you get into it, you can, if you're in advanced with computers, there's a lot more you can do. For instance, the binary cutters. I know you can work with it to do certain binary things and not others, and work around with the preferences. Here's a binary thing. So yeah, just some advanced preferences, and there's really a lot you can do with this app, and it is, like it says, a Mackeeper. It just helps you in so many areas of security, storage, and overall it speeds up your Mac, gives you more space, and is just really nice. I have deleted a few things, but I made sure to not delete so much so I could show you guys exactly how much this thing can get rid of. And I know that I'm going to go through now and start deleting stuff that I need to get rid of, because it's pretty crazy how much stuff just builds up. And this app, I must say, I'm very impressed with the look of it. It's so easy to use, and I love the icons they've made, because it's just so nice to use an app that just only did that. And I'm very impressed with this app, and I definitely recommend it to you all. I will have the link in the description, so please check out Mackeeper. It's a very nice app, very easy to use, I must say, and honestly I'm very impressed. It definitely does what it's supposed to, and I recommend it. Thanks for watching.